Listen to a phrase like this.
Win the lottery.
Ask a question using "What would you do if?" like this.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Then you hear a reply. Listen again.
Win the lottery.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
I'd buy a new car.
Ready. 1.
Find something valuable.
What would you do if you found something valuable?
I'd give it to the police.
2.
Lose your house keys.
What would you do if you lost your house keys?
I'd have new ones made.
3.
Lock yourself out of the house.
What would you do if you locked yourself out of the house?
I'd try to get in through a window.
4.
See a fight in the street.
What would you do if you saw a fight in the street?
I'd call the police.
5.
Have a bad meal in a restaurant.
What would you do if you had a bad meal in a restaurant?
I'd complain to the manager.
6.
Get a gift that you didn't like.
What would you do if you got a gift that you didn't like?
I'd accept it and say thank you.
Listen and repeat. Notice how have is reduced in these sentences. Listen to an example.
What would you have done? What would you have done?
Ready. 1.
Who would you have called? Who would you have called?
2.
I would have called the police. I would have called the police.
3.
What should we have done? What should we have done?
4.
You should have tried again. You should have tried again.
5.
Where would you have gone? Where would you have gone?
6.
I would have stayed there. I would have stayed there.
Listen to this conversation.
Look at this. Some guy found $750,000. He returned it, and the owner simply thanked him with a phone call.
You're kidding. If I found $750,000, I wouldn't return it so fast.
Why? What would you do?
Well, I'd go straight to the mall and spend it. I could buy lots of nice clothes and jewelry.
Someone might also find out about it, and then you could go to jail.
You've got a point there.
Now repeat each sentence. Ready.
Look at this. Some guy found $750,000. He returned it, and the owner simply thanked him with a phone call.
You're kidding. If I found $750,000, I wouldn't return it so fast.
Why? What would you do?
Well, I'd go straight to the mall and spend it. I could buy lots of nice clothes and jewelry.
Someone might also find out about it, and then you could go to jail.
You've got a point there.
Listen to people describing what happened at a party, like this.
Jack was very noisy and rude, so I asked him to leave.
Reply like this.
I would have asked him to leave too.
Listen to another example.
Mary insulted my parents, so I asked her to apologize. I would have asked her to apologize too.
Ready. 1.
Maria was short of money, so I lent her some.
I would have lent her some too.
2.
Dick spilled soda on the rug, so I asked him to clean it up.
I would have asked him to clean it up too.
3.
David wasn't wearing a jacket, so I asked him to put one on.
I would have asked him to put one on too.
4.
The children were tired, so I told them to go to bed. I would have told them to go to bed too.
5.
The music was terrible, so I changed it.
I would have changed it too.
6.
Some people were still there at 2 a.m., so I asked them to leave.
I would have asked them to leave too.
Listen to a woman say what she did on vacation, like this.
I went on vacation in the winter.
Reply using wouldn't have, like this.
I wouldn't have gone in the winter.
Listen to another example.
I took my younger sister.
I wouldn't have taken my younger sister.
Ready. 1.
I went in December.
I wouldn't have gone in December.
2.
I stayed with relatives.
I wouldn't have stayed with relatives.
3.
I traveled by bus.
I wouldn't have traveled by bus.
4.
I carried only cash.
I wouldn't have carried only cash.
5.
I called home every day.
I wouldn't have called home every day.
6.
I ate hamburgers every night.
I wouldn't have eaten hamburgers every night.
Listen to a person talk about something they shouldn't have done, like this.
I'm exhausted today. I shouldn't have watched TV until 3 a.m.
Restate what the person did, like this.
She watched TV until 3 a.m.
Listen to another example.
I shouldn't have spent all my money on a car. Now I can't even pay for gas. He spent all his money on a car.
Ready. 1.
I shouldn't have gotten married at 18. It's been really hard. He got married at 18.
2.
I shouldn't have left school at 17. Now I can't get a good job.
She left school at 17.
3.
I shouldn't have lent money to a friend. Now he doesn't talk to me. He lent money to a friend.
4.
I'm so bored with computers. I shouldn't have majored in computer science.
She majored in computer science.
5.
It was a terrible trip. I shouldn't have traveled by bus.
He traveled by bus.
6.
I shouldn't have stayed up all night. Now I'm exhausted.
She stayed up all night.
Listen to a short conversation about a person's problem, like this.
I had a little accident with Sue's car, and I had to take it in for repairs.
Uh-oh. What did you tell Sue?
Oh, I told her I needed to use it for a few more days.
Really? Why didn't you tell the truth?
I was embarrassed.
Say what the person should have done, like this.
She should have told the truth.
Listen to another example.
How was your vacation?
Oh, it was great, except I had trouble finding places to stay.
Didn't you make reservations?
Well, no.
You should have made reservations.
Ready. 1.
How was dinner at that new restaurant last night?
To tell you the truth, dinner was pretty bad, and the waiters were terrible.
Did you complain?
Only to my friends.
Why didn't you complain to the manager?
I don't know. I hate doing that.
He should have complained to the manager.
2.
How did you do on the test?
Pretty badly. I was tired, and I didn't prepare for it. It's my own fault.
Oh, that's too bad. He should have prepared for the test.
3.
How was your dinner party?
Oh, I think people were bored.
Really?
Yeah, I think next time I'll have dancing. That'll liven things up.
She should have had dancing.
4.
Did you enjoy your vacation?
Oh, it was great, but it was too short.
Why didn't you stay longer?
Well, I will next time.
She should have stayed longer.
5.
How did the job interview go?
Not too well, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Well, I planned to ask more questions, but I was too nervous.
He should have asked more questions.
6.
You look happy.
Oh, I am. My old roommate and her husband and their dog just left this morning. They stayed with me for 2 weeks.
Wow! Why didn't you ask them to leave?
Oh, I don't know. I just couldn't.
She should have asked them to leave.